Hello everyone, my name is Rajdeep Sardesai. Today I'm going to host this show where every day we are going to try and give you as much information as possible on COVID-19 and its impact across India and the world. Some days we may have important people, experts and policymakers telling you about what to do or what is being done. On other days we will simply keep it to the ground information and news that is so critical in this fight against coronavirus. I believe one way to fight this pandemic is to disseminate correct information and news, and that is what we will try and do here every weekday at 7:30 p.m. on India Today TV. So keep watching. Let's tell you what we have on the show today.
As the country grapples with rising numbers of coronavirus cases, union and state governments have chosen to impose a slew of extraordinary measures. Till now, in India, the number of deaths caused by the novel virus is still in single digits. But medical professionals and the government are concerned that the numbers will rise dramatically if India enters phase 3 of virus transfer through community. Globally, the number of cases have crossed 3,41,000. In India, grave concerns have been expressed about how the health system might cope with the challenge. Many believe that the only way India can tide over this pandemic is if the country successfully slows down the spread of the virus, keeps in check community transmission, allowing the health system to cope with the numbers and take care of those in need. With that in mind, the centre has put in measures to ensure people don't venture out. A complete lockdown of 75 districts in 22 states and union territories has been announced. All non-essential travel discouraged. Different state governments have taken further actions like imposing Section 144 to ensure crowds don't gather. The centre has also warned of legal action against those violating the lockdown, which has been enforced till March 31st. All passenger trains, interstate buses and metro services across the country have also been suspended till 31st of March. Here is a breakdown of what is closed and what is still accessible. Shopping malls, private offices, clothing markets, jewelry stores, weekly markets, cinema halls, liquor shops, pubs, nightclubs. What is open? Groceries, fruit and vegetable shops, fair price shops, milk supply booths, petrol pumps, cooking gas supplies, telecom services, food home delivery, e-commerce, banks and ATMs, hospitals and pharmacies, limited public transport, electricity departments, municipal services, fire emergency, print and electronic media.
Let's then begin with the capital. As of now, the entire National Capital Region, NCR as it is called, is under prohibitory order. Section 144 of the Criminal Procedure Code has been imposed in the region till the 31st of March. Initially, people did not seem to understand the extent of the curbs, so in the morning there were people trying to enter or leave Delhi. That caused confusion and jams at entry points, but later in the day the message was finally going across. Everyone other than essential services need to stay at home because that is the only way to beat the pandemic.
With Section 144 in place in the entire National Capital Region, most of the lanes and by-lanes wore a deserted look. All the borders are sealed and only those who come under the list of essential services are being allowed to move freely.
देखिए, जैसा कि आप सब लोगों को पता है कि लॉकडाउन है और लॉकडाउन के कंडीशंस में हम लोगों ने 20 कैटेगरीज ऑफ सर्विसेज को आइडेंटिफाई किया है, जिसमें हम लोगों ने उनको कहा है कि आप जा सकते हैं, उनको हम अलाउ कर रहे हैं, जिसमें मुख्य रूप से मेडिकल स्टाफ, मीडिया के लोग हैं, बाकी पैरामेडिकोज हैं, पुलिस हैं, इमरजेंसी सर्विसेज के जितने लोग हैं और फूड एंड सिविल सप्लाईज़ के लोग हैं, उन सब लोगों को हम अलाउ कर रहे हैं। बैंकिंग के स्टाफ हैं, आईटी के प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, इन सबको हमने अलाउ किया हुआ है। उनका आई कार्ड दे करके उनको अलाउ कर रहे हैं। बाकी जो लोग हैं उनसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप घर जाइए।
The Delhi government has ordered all businesses to pull down their shutters and private transport operators to stay off the roads. Only 25% of DTC, Delhi Transport Corporation buses are plying on the roads. Pharmacies, ration shops, municipal services, petrol pumps and telecom, internet and postal services remain functional. Restaurants can deliver food, while metro services, all private offices, markets, factories, religious places and construction activity remain suspended.
This is the first day of Delhi lockdown. There's a panic buying in the market. I'm here, one of the Safal store, and largely which is flooded with essential commodity including vegetable, fruits and all these buckets in a huge number, and that's every day's supply to Safal stores across Delhi. But now most of the buckets have gone empty. In fact, the racks, if you see, the supply left over is only 50%. All these, there are essential vegetables, fruits and everything, but that itself shows the panic buying amongst the people amid of the lockdown.
Now, earlier today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged all citizens once again to follow the lockdown measures seriously to ensure everyone's well-being. The government, both centre and state, are now asking private companies to ensure employees do not lose out on salaries or jobs during the pandemic. But the truth is, the economic costs are bound to be very high. The markets are volatile and businesses to daily wage earners are already hurting.
Monday saw the Sensex and Nifty post its biggest one-day fall ever. Coronavirus pandemic has hit businesses and the economy hard.
We've not seen this kind of onslaught ever. The reason for this is very clearly fear. If there's one word that defines the kind of brutal and monster falls we are watching in the market right now, it's fear. Fear of the coronavirus, fear of what's going to happen to the economy, fear of investors settling their derivatives position, their future option positions, and trying to take back whatever little profit or whatever scurry, whatever little money that is left on the table of their investment. Going forward, I think we are in a situation which is very unprecedented in nature, and the authorities would do well to consider shutting down the markets for some time, at least till the fear of the health crisis goes away.
BSE flagship Sensex plunged over 4,000 points to slip below 26,000 level, while NSE benchmark Nifty tanked nearly 1,150 points to 7,600. All broader markets indices were trading with cuts of 11 to 14%. As lockdown was announced across 75 districts in the country, businesses bore the brunt of it. Goa remained shut for the second consecutive day after the state government extended Janta curfew for another 3 days to curb the spread of coronavirus. Shops and markets in the popular tourist destination remain shuttered.
ऐसा टोटल मार्केट में कम से कम 500-600 शॉप्स है, वो सब शॉप टोटली 3 दिन के लिए हम लोग बंद रखेंगे और सरकार को इसके बारे में हम साथ देंगे.
Wholesale fruit and vegetable markets, however, did see a different scene. In Delhi's Daryaganj vegetable market, locals and traders gathered early morning to stock up.
क्या लॉकडाउन है इसी वजह से भीड़ ज़्यादा है और लोग बाग अपना सामान जो है स्टोर कर रहे हैं?
यहाँ क्या 31 तारीख को जो इन्होंने बोला है, जिस वजह से लोग थोड़ा सा घबराए हुए हैं इस चीज़ से. सामान इन्होंने डबल रेट पे कर दिया है.
अभी स्टोर कर रहे हैं? कितने दिन का स्टोर कर रहे हैं सामान खाना में?
हम 5 दिन का 5 दिन.
Over the past few days, many goods wholesale markets have remained shut across the country. Other urban areas saw markets roll back in action a day after the Janta curfew. In Chennai, people were back on their daily grind. Shops were opened, buses plied, autos and other public transport were also available. In Lucknow, shops remained open and locals confirmed that there was no panic buying.
ये निकलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हालांकि पुलिस उनको समझा रही है, उसके बावजूद भी नहीं रुक रहे हैं। इनसे पूछते हैं सर क्या किस तरीके से दिक्कत आ रही है, लोग निकल रहे हैं?
उनको रोक भी रहे हैं तो भी जबरी कर रहे हैं, झगड़ा करने को तैयार हैं। क्या करें?
क्या कहते हैं आपसे?
कहते हैं कि मैं काम से जा रहा हूँ, यहाँ जा रहा हूँ, बैंक गया हूँ या ड्यूटी ऑफ करके जा रहा हूँ, बस यही बताते हैं।
तो आपने इनको ये बताया कि लॉकडाउन है, इस समय नहीं जा सकते हैं?
इनको सब कुछ मैंने बता दिया मगर ये मानने को तैयार नहीं है।
Now, most Indians are heeding the warning signs, are staying at home, practicing social distancing, but there are always a few who seem bent on spoiling everything. When we return, we'll tell you about those who are simply unable to follow the basic rules of a lockdown. More when we return. This is the Corona channel for you with all the information you need on this big battle that is being waged. Welcome back. Now, some 2,900 domestic flights will be grounded at midnight as part of the national lockdown. More than 2 million people will not be traveling by train tomorrow. 2,400 Mumbai local train journeys that happen every day will stop. With a complete lockdown in 75 districts across 22 states and union territories, all non-essential travel now is being discouraged. Take a look at how this is actually going to work on the ground.
Emergency situations, emergency measures. In an unprecedented move, all domestic flight operations will cease from midnight, 24th of March. Only cargo flights will continue to operate. Indian Railways too have suspended all passenger trains till the 31st of this month, while goods and freight trains which carry essential services have been exempted from the shutdown. The move came after massive crowds were reported across train stations, with hundreds attempting to rush back home. In Mumbai, local train services have been suspended for the first time ever. They will remain suspended till March 31st.
The CST station, one of the main stations on the central lines of Mumbai, connects the heart of Mumbai, which is Mantralaya and other offices in Nariman Point. This railway station, at this point of time, you can see trains are on each platform, but the locals are not working. On a normal day, there would be hundreds of people coming out of these locals going to their offices, but this is not normal now.
Several states have sealed their borders to stop the spread of the deadly virus.
जिस राज्य की जिससे थोड़ा अधिक ज़्यादा संभावना हो सकती है फैलाव की, उन राज्यों की बॉर्डर्स सील करने का निर्णय लिया जा रहा है। जैसा कि गोवा के हद तक मुझे लगता है कि डिसीजन हुआ है, लेकिन अन्य राज्यों के बारे में भी पूरी छानबीन करके डिसीजन लिया जाता है।
But logjam was reported at various places. In the national capital region, all entry points witnessed huge traffic jams despite plying of vehicles being restricted.
There you can see a number of cars who are really wanting to go, and this is one of the ways that there is restriction until and unless it's absolutely necessary. There's no way you can really get in, and that is why individually now it's being checked at every nook and corner, all entry and exit points that are being manned by police. It's a huge mammoth task. This is going to be problematic because remember, these are people who want to go for some reason or the other, but extremely difficult. And let me just try and show you here the vehicles. That's the line of vehicle. And we take a height, you will show you. The crowd is only building, but again, first day specifically, this is going to be hugely problematic for people who want to commute from one place to the other. But if it is not necessary, please stay at home.
मैं करीबन आधा घंटा फंसा हुआ हूँ। मैं नाइट ड्यूटी करके आया हूँ। अच्छा। मैं LNJP में हूँ, बट यहाँ पे कोई मतलब घर जाना है, फिर मुझे फिर से वापस ड्यूटी पे आना है। फिर
मैं स्टेट बैंक में हूँ। अच्छा। तो अब वो उन्होंने बोला था कि एजेंशियल सर्विस में आता है, इसलिए आपको आना है। हाँ। अब हम जा रहे हैं, हमको जाने नहीं दिया जा रहा है वहाँ पे। देख इतना लंबा लाइन लगा हुआ है कि जाके वहाँ पूछ भी नहीं सकते हम।
I am here at Delhi Gurugram Delhi-Haryana border here in Gurugram, and there you see the Haryana police enforcing the lockdown and ensuring no vehicle enter in the national capital, as the lockdown prohibits entering of vehicles other than essential items carrying vehicle or the emergency services.
Similar traffic jams were reported from the Delhi-Faridabad border as well.
While the travel restrictions are on for some people, travelling and taking public transport is not an option. We're currently going down Mall Road towards Kashmiri Gate, where bus number 258 is chock full of people, many of whom are wearing masks but do not have the option to take the day off. Boss, कितने लोग हैं गाड़ी में आपके?
हमारी गाड़ी में 150 लोग हैं।
150 लोग हैं और सुबह से लोग चल रहे हैं?
वैसे ऐसे चल रहे हैं, ये इस रूट पे ऐसे चलते हैं लोग।
मैं यहाँ पर काफ़ी देर से खड़ा हूँ, मेरे को 186 181 कोई बस नहीं मिल रही है। काफ़ी देर इंतजार करते हो गए। नौकरी पे आया था, वहाँ से आज बंद है, इसकी वजह से घर जाना पड़ रहा है। काफ़ी देर में तकलीफ हो रही है।
मैं जनपद से आई हूँ, मुझे जाना पहाड़गंज मैन बाजार वो दवाई लेने, तो अभी मुझे कितनी देर होगी, 15-20 मिनट हो गई, 181 166 नहीं आ रहे हैं और खड़े खड़े परेशान हो रही है। ये मेरे को परेशानी है, दवाई मेरे को लेनी है।
इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं अहमदाबाद के सीजी रोड पर और यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि जो पुलिस है वो एक्शन में आ चुकी है। जो ट्रैफिक यहाँ पे आ रहा है उन सबको यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है कि वो यहाँ से निकले, अपने अपने घर पे चले जाए और सबको यहाँ पे रोका जा रहा है ताकि लोग जो है वो सड़कों पर ना आए। जो लोग इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं, चौराहे पे इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं।
Several people on the streets of Patna right now, and the police is hardly present here, not questioning them why they are on the streets. Is it important for them to be on the road and they should be sent back? So questions are being raised that without the state administration or the district administration playing a key role, how successful lockout will be to fight against corona.
Chennai, Erode and Kanchipuram listed out in the districts that are to go into lockdown. We bring you this report from the Tamil Nadu capital, Chennai, and as you can see, it looks like any other normal day. There are MTC buses flying the roads. There are auto rickshaws, restaurants, coffee shops are open, electronic stores are open, shoe shops are open. It's like any other normal day.
So clearly some parts of the country don't seem to be under lockdown. Chennai there being a good example. In fact, the number of novel coronavirus cases today have climbed to 415. That was 65 more than the number of cases from the night before. A week ago, it was 124, so almost a 400% rise over a week. A report came in as several states, as I said, went into lockdown. Amidst the strict measures being taken across the world and India, Sunday's Janata curfew has seen no dearth of people who continue to openly flout the norms. Here's a report on the viral villains or the corona idiots.
Is this the time for crowds and dancing? Have these people lost their minds? Do they not care about your life and their own? An absolute shame. Ordered to stay home as a people's gesture before a lockdown. This is how thousands of Indian citizens reacted. At a time when breaking community transmission of COVID-19 is maximum critical, these images tantamount to murder across the country. Make no mistake, viewer, this is a fight that leaves no space for nice ties. This is about your life, the lives of your kids, the lives of your aging parents. And that means that people are violating rules, showing open ignorance, and flouting social distancing guidelines are a direct threat to you. They are India's corona villains. Day one of the Indian lockdown began with these infuriating pictures of the Indian citizens blatantly flouting strictures. Not only have they made the work of police more difficult, but demonstrated how even the fear of deaths isn't enough to teach people to stay home. In Chennai, a city of millions, and also one of the locations under official lockdown, it's a shocking case of business as usual.
A day after the Janta curfew, and you can see Chennai is bustling with life, people going about their daily activity, bus services plying on the road, auto rickshaws, taxis, people going about their daily life. We are in the heart of the city at a busy junction, and you can see there are stores that are open here. There are electronic stores, the bank is open, there's a shoe shop, restaurants, a bakery, everything functioning in Chennai today.
In some of the most shocking images, far from staying put in their homes and exercising social distancing, thousands of workers have marched into railway stations and highways in Mumbai and Pune in an attempt to leave. A terrifying thought, considering that Maharashtra already has the single highest number of cases. And crowds like these could take the virus into the villages. But viral stupidity, villainy and idiocy is an Indian trait. It's truly global. In Japan, totally slapping aside warnings and advisories, thousands split out of their homes in Tokyo to admire the country's iconic cherry blossoms. Stupidity, failure to comply and ignorance are truly global now. For every corona villain you see, tell them the story of Italy. A modern nation overwhelmed, a country that failed to fully enforce a full lockdown, is now overwhelmed by nearly 60,000 corona cases and a death toll marching towards the 6,000 mark. All because the lockdown was never complete and never complied with. With India recording around 400 cases and counting, the country stands at the edge of a scary precipice. Don't be a villain. Stay at home. Bureau Report, India Today.
Three big words. Stay at home. That's it on the show today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.